Today I'll be showing how to make white moi moi, also known as Ekuru or Ofuloju. I have my beans already peeled. You can use any type of beans you want. So I have my beans already peeled. I'll be soaking these for 15 to 20 minutes because I need the beans to be soft before blending. So this is what my beans looks like after I've soaked it for 15 minutes. So the next thing I'll do is to transfer these beans into the blender and blend this. I won't be adding onions nor pepper. I'm adding no spice to these beans. All I'm adding is just water. You add in a little bit of water and go ahead to blend this till it is smooth. Make sure the water is not too much because the beans consistency has to be thick. We don't need a runny beans consistency. So I'm going to blend this and turn off my blender after blending it smoothly. I'll transfer this into the bowl. Can you see the consistency? It is not runny, it is thick. So I'll use my hand to scoop out the beans out of the blender. Make sure your hands are clean because I don't want much water in the beans mixture. So that's why I'm using my hand to scoop out enough beans out of the blender. So this is what the consistency looks like. You don't need to add anything after blending. So the next thing to do now is to mix the beans. We are going to whisk this with a whisker. If you have a hand mixer, good for you to make the job very easy. But for whisker or a turning stick, you need to turn till your beans becomes fluffy. We need to incorporate a lot of air into this beans batter because you want your white moi moi to come out fluffy. That's the beauty of ekuru. It has to be fluffy. So you can see the consistency has changed. Look at how it's looking peaky. So I'm going to mix this well. If you don't have a hand mixer, be ready to mix this for like 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure you mix till your beans looks very fluffy like this. So I'm going to carry out a test to show that my beans is very fluffy. I'm going to put water in a bowl and scoop out a little quantity of the beans mixture into the water. And when it floats, that means my beans is fluffy enough. The beans batter is fluffy enough. If the mixture scatters in the water, that means the mixture is not fluffy enough. So since it's floating, that means the beans is fluffy enough and ready to be cooked. So while I've been mixing, I have set a pot of water on fire, so that is boiling already. I'll be using nylon for this ekuru. Most people use moi moi leaves, but I'm using nylon for mine. So I'm going to scoop the mixture, some quantity of the mixture into the nylon. You can see how it looks. It looks like ice cream because the beans batter is very fluffy. So I'll scoop this in the nylon. Make sure I let out the air in the nylon and I will tie this. Make sure you let out the air in the nylon before tying because you don't want your ekuru to burst into the water while cooking. So I'll do this for the batter. I'm going to transfer everything into the nylon. After I'm done with that, I'm going to transfer this into the already boiling water. While you are mixing your beans batter, make sure you already place some water on fire so that when you are done, you transfer the ekuru into the hot water immediately. So I'll cover this up to cook. The total amount of time I used in cooking this was just 7 minutes. The only rigorous work when making ekuru is the mixing. The cooking time is very short, just 7 minutes. My ekuru was ready and ready to be served. So I'm going to turn off the heat and let's try our ekuru. Let's see the outcome of what we've been cooking. The Ofuloju came out so fluffy and soft, as you can see. You can see by yourself. It came out so well. So follow this recipe if you are finding it hard to make your own fluffy Ofuloju. So to serve, you have to sprinkle some salt on the Ofuloju just to give it some taste. We didn't add anything to it while cooking. And you have to serve this with a well fried stew that has locust beans, that has some crayfish, that has some dried fish, that has some pomo. This will go well with your ekuru. Make sure the stew you are serving your ekuru with is very well fried. So that's that on how to make ofloju. I hope you try this and drop me a comment when you try this. Let me know what the outcome was. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Till I come your way next time. Stay safe. Bye.